Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we have a reading. I probably should have put no contact in the title, honestly, because it seems pretty obvious that we've got somebody in their feels wondering what's going on with you now that you are separated. We've got, I remember every detail of that day, and I wonder if you are happy without me. So, something went wrong here, and somebody wasn't able to keep in touch with you as a result of that situation. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Hi there, mountain girl. How are you doing? Let's go with, I think we need the situations deck, don't you? Special shout out to my friends in Minnesota, or really anywhere that's getting pummeled with snow. I made sure to take advantage of the really nice weather today. That was more like in the reverse. Just to, try to make up for that for you guys. But yeah, I hope you're all safe. Maybe build like an igloo or a really cool snowman. Something I wish I could do, but can't. We've got the tragedy card in the reverse and children. Children could be affecting the situation. If they are not affecting the situation, there could be somebody who's been a little bit maybe immature or naive regarding the situation here, because they might have assumed for some reason that it wasn't a love that could move forward due to some sort of external influence. Family. Likely the external influence I was just referencing, right? Hi there, Ivan. So we may have some pretty opinionated family members that got in the way of, excuse me, a love situation. Pretending, fake, living beyond means, and done. Completion, lesson learned. I really like it when this card comes out because, for obvious reasons, this implies that somebody has seen the situation from a different perspective and recognized the error of their ways. Ooh, and then we have recalling in the reverse. Reminiscing, memories, returning. I feel like this is how they view you. They think that you don't really think about the situation at all. Hi there, Elizabeth. How are you doing? It's like almost a little bit of bewilderment. Why is this person able to move forward and seemingly without any kind of, heartache, where I'm over here wondering what I could have done differently, realizing what I've lost. We have yin, yang, victory, and angel of strength, accompanied by journey. We've been seeing that card a lot. I definitely think it's worth pointing out that we have card number 22 and card number 2, February 22nd today. But we had the yin and yang come out with victory. This is a reading for somebody who has really tapped into both their feminine and masculine energy. So this is not a reading that is specifically for women or specifically for men. I always like to throw in the non-binary in there because we've got some folks out there that really know how to do this yin yang thing. But there's a sense here that somebody has been able to, in particular, step into the masculine side of their self and be able to find victory in a situation that called for standing up for what they believe or what they feel and moving forward. We've got strength and journey. This implies we've been able to dig deep, figure out what was the barrier or the obstacle. I'm so glad you are. It makes a lot of sense when you look at them as life lessons. So somebody has taken the opportunity here to learn from what they've gone through instead of looking at it as like a woe is me kind of situation. All right, time for some tarot, don't you think? Let's go with the Marigold Tarot. the Devil, Temptation, Six of Cups in the reverse. Six of Cups in the reverse, clarifying the children or young childhood or playful card, could suggest that somebody was living in the past, living in a past version of themselves, not fully accepting the changes that had happened to their character or their goals, whatever it is. Hello, Miss Joanna. How are you doing? So there's perhaps fear or insecurity at the core of this issue or this obstacle in terms of accepting the lesson. Feels like somebody had to learn to speak up for themselves, question authority or question elders. King of Swords in the reverse and the Hierophant in the reverse. Exactly. There may be a head of the family or a very influential person within a community that was trying to control a situation through their advice, through their influence, right? Saying, I don't really like that person. You shouldn't date them. You shouldn't be in their sphere. Somebody decided this person that I have revered or looked up to is not giving me the best in terms of advice. I feel like maybe more so there was an acknowledgement here that this person was advising you based on what they wanted and maybe a little bit of a flawed perspective, right? Hi there, Patricia. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Hi, how are you doing? Forgive me, Patricia. I saw your email. I haven't responded to it yet, though. I just got back from the library, you guys. I did some family research, and it was really cool. All right, let's see. Under the card for pretending, we have Wheel of Fortune and Four of Cups in the reverse. I get a sense of curiosity and wonder because of some sort of change in luck. Remember, we had the victory card here. So somebody has been able to overcome a challenge or surpass expectations in a situation that seemed a little bit daunting or challenging. But there have been changes that really paved the way for a really meaningful experience and ascension, it kind of feels like, you know? Yeah, Three of Swords, clarifying that recalling card in the reverse, which is, again, giving me that feeling that somebody's wondering, have you just moved on? You don't really care. You don't think about this anymore because I think about you. I want to know if you're actually happy or if you're wearing a mask and people just assume that you're happy when you're actually thinking about what happened between the two of us. Seven of Rings in the reverse, Knight of Wands, and the Magician in the reverse. So there's some chatter going around about you perhaps getting something better than you should have. I feel like this is particularly about your financial or professional situation, like a promotion that people think you're not necessarily ready for. But with the Knight of Wands, you took action. This is somebody who demonstrated an ability to do something that was recognized. So you exceeded expectations in some situation. And it's like people feel like you're just a lucky person. Things just fall into your lap. With the Magician in the reverse, I also get a sense that this, influence, this family member situation, they were doing what they could to block this love situation. For some of you, this could be somebody who was really focused on telling you you needed to focus on education or career and get that sorted out before you fell in love or before you entertained love interests. For others of you, this is somebody who had a vested interest in you staying a little bit stagnant. Either they didn't want you to show them up or outdo them, or they were just really invested in telling you how you should live your life. Remember, we had the King of Swords in the reverse. Now we have the Queen of Swords coming out. A lot of air energy here. So there may be Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. And the Nine of Swords, sleeplessness. There's an ache for this person. They're aching for you. This person is kind of shocked at how much they still think about you, or how much they still think back on the situation between the two of you. What happened? I remember every detail of that day. So there was obviously one particular moment in time that did not end the way they were expecting or the way they wanted to. They underestimated you. We have the Star and the Empress. The Star being Aquarius energy, and I just was talking about the air signs, remember? We also have a sense here that somebody is acknowledging or keenly aware of the fact that you've been able to make something for yourself or of yourself in an environment where people were pretty dubious, right? They just didn't think that you were going to get very far in what you were trying to achieve, and yet here you are. So definitely some chatter about you, some sort of lucky situation. You may have started a new job. You may have just taken a different approach and found that it got you different answers or different, outcomes. The Fool and the Two of Wands also gives me a sense that you were willing to try something unorthodox, something that perhaps others didn't agree with. The Emperor in the reverse. For this to be the King of Swords in the reverse, the Magician in the reverse, the Emperor in the reverse, this is our problem child, our problem person. Because I do think that they're older than you. Somebody who thinks, I know better than you. You should be grateful for whatever advice I give you. I'm going to tell you how to live your life. I'm going to live vicariously through you. This is a controlling energy, somebody who doesn't want to hear counterpoints or rebuttals, That's just how it is. That's what I think, and that's all. So don't do it. Ace of Rods in the reverse. They said no, or made it very clear they would not be supportive if you moved forward towards a new relationship. And they based this decision off of some minute piece of information that may not even have been true. With the Page of Swords, I feel like there was something gossiped about that prompted this Emperor in the reverse to say, I'm putting my foot down. I'm not okay with this. Maybe you get written out of the will, or you don't get to stay at a family house. I don't know. There were consequences if you moved forward with this person. Hi there, Voodoo. How are you doing? I hope you are too. We have the Ten of Swords in the reverse, King of Pentacles in the reverse. There was an attempt here to betray you and keep you stagnant, prevent you from taking this risk or going on this new adventure. It could have been a move. And with the Eight of Cups in the reverse, it had a lot to do with being where this person wanted you to be. It's like you're a pawn and they wanted to be able to tell you exactly where to go and how to act. The Sun. Eight of Pentacles. But There's a wisdom or a maturity to the approach that you have taken to your career. Perhaps you're an entrepreneur. There is a mastery here implied in terms of whatever you're working on or whatever you contribute, whatever you do, you're good at it. And this person, I think, got a little bit jealous, felt like you were showing off a little bit, maybe. Hi, Miss Brianna. How are you doing? Be safe in the snow, Elizabeth, and I'm glad they resonate for you. Two of Swords and the Ten of Cups in the reverse. So if you have not already come to a crossroads where you had to make a decision in terms of whether or not you wanted to leave a hometown or a residence, this could be moving or just getting away for a little bit of a breather, right? You will have this decision if you haven't already had it approach you, but it feels to you, I think, there's a new chapter in your life waiting for you to, press go, press start. All right, we're going to get a few more cards from the Kipper. Occupation and marriage. Yeah. Somebody wanted you to focus on your work, but they also wanted you to do it in a way that they preferred, right? This is a bossy individual. And somebody who was a little bit too into your business. Poverty. Change. This could be somebody who had a poverty mindset trying to adjust to being a little bit more comfortable financially, or somebody with a poverty mindset trying to influence somebody who was seeing some success, right? There may have been some claim to money made or what you owe them, that kind of thing. But the other thing we see with the change card is this can also denote somebody who has moved. Specifically, the book calls out to a new apartment. This could also be referencing the idea that if you had gotten with this love interest, it would have required you to move away. And that's why this person wanted to block you from this love interest. We have imprisonment in the reverse and message. There may have been communication issues. In particular, it feels to me like there may have been an important message that did not reach you in time or reach your person in time. And now there's a sense that some information that was very, important has come to light. And this person who walked away from a love interest is seeing things differently, wishing that they could go back or get a second opportunity, right? We're going to use the Crow Tarot. Thank you, Voodoo. What else do we have? Page of Swords in the reverse. Six of Swords in the reverse. Three of Swords. All swords, you guys. There's definitely some air energy here. And that could be part of the issue. I love my air signs. I also have air prominently in my chart, but I think we've got somebody who was a little bit too practical, a little bit too head over heart in this decision. And as a result, they have found that I think their karma actually kind of hit them in regards to how they felt about themselves and how they viewed their own success. A little bit of competition, seemingly, between these two. The Sun, the Two of Swords, and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Somebody had a choice between what made them happy and an illusion, a facade, A picture perfect from the outside love that didn't actually motivate them to the degree that you did, right? Hi there, Dina. How are you doing? And that was this lesson that was learned. I can't fake my own happiness. If I am drawn to something, I have to consider what that means for my reality and what I choose to do. The devil in the reverse. Somebody was able to let go of what was holding them back. We had the devil card come out first from the Marigold Tarot. And for it to come out in the reverse now is a beautiful thing, indicating somebody has, again, learned their lesson, realized, yes, I know what's different or what I hadn't seen before, but I also don't know how to get out of this situation. What do I do now that I know this? Now that I know I should have acted differently. I'm doing quite well. Thank you, Dina. Hi, let's walk home. How are you? 10 of Swords in the reverse, you guys. We are getting so much air energy here. 10 of Swords in the reverse is giving me a sense here that somebody was able to not like distract themselves from the pain or the betrayal, the disappointment. More so, I feel like it's like I've been able to learn from the situation and put my energy into something beneficial. And that's helped me feel better about myself so that I don't have that 5 of Cups, wishing I could have done this or that, right? That's why there's a difference here for one person having this 3 of Swords. I'm not healed from this. And another person who's like, you know what will be, will be. A little bit more of a laid back approach, right? Judgment in the reverse. And the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody realizes now that what they did, what they chose, or how they acted towards you was unjustifiable and unfair. And they realize now that they need to do something to change the situation. Change at 5:55 p.m. for me. So 5s being about change. P.S. All right, what else do we have? The Chariot in the reverse. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. A sense of loss, a sense of stagnation, realizing that you cut off a path forward. All right, we're going to get some clarification with the miniature Rider-Waite. What else do we have here? For victory, 2 of Swords. We've seen that 2 of Swords multiple times. We have it, was it down here and down here? And 9 of Swords. Do I have to say it again, you guys? Definitely air signs. We've got somebody here who is struggling to sleep at night and not really pleased with a decision they made. And I remember every detail of that day. It's a specific decision to walk away from this. Tell me about the 6 of Swords in the reverse. Somebody lied. They thought it would make the situation easier. They thought it was the right thing to do, but they've realized now that it's created instability for themselves and underscored the fact that you were actually quite stable, that you would have been a great partner, and that you were not lying about who you were, as many people do. Tell me about the Devil card, please. The Emperor in the reverse. That's what I thought. So this is our King of Swords in the reverse, Magician in the reverse, Emperor in the reverse. The guy who, doesn't have to be a guy, the person who felt like they could control somebody else's life, in particular their choice in love. 7 of Wands in the reverse. Timing was off. There was a sense that somebody had to challenge the beliefs they ascribe to or subscribe to. With the Hierophant in the reverse, it's a sense that whatever conventional beliefs or even maybe religious beliefs that were a block here have been kind of reassessed. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. Four of Wands. Somebody has leveled up. Things have changed in the positive. Empress. You're a badass. This is somebody who could be pretty creative, could be a mother. Let's not get too caught up in the gender. This could be a father, but we've got somebody who has put their efforts in the right projects into themselves and seen great results from it. Queen of Wands, one of our channel's favorite cards, right, you guys? This is the Warrior Queen. Somebody who knows how to bring in opportunities and also has won a fair number of battles. And this is somebody who has left home, changed residence, walked away from perhaps a family situation. There's a change of scenery here that helps somebody see things from a new perspective. The Magician in the reverse, the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Because there's an understanding here that somebody made a reckless decision, did not take enough time to actually consider all of the things that were going on here, right? Tell me about the change. Nine of Wands in the reverse. Somebody decided they didn't want to fight for something anymore. They were overwhelmed, 9 of Wands and 10 of Wands in the reverse, overwhelmed by somebody else's expectations and decided they didn't need to be. They could do something different for themselves. 6 of Wands in the reverse. We had somebody who was overly confident that they could control another person's love life, but somebody has decided they want to be independent. They want to have their individuality. Tell me about the King of Pentacles in the reverse. King of Wands in the reverse. So somebody here was unable to pursue what they wanted to pursue because of somebody feeling like they owed somebody, you know, their decisions, I guess, their life. I mean, you should never let anybody have that much control, right? And I think that's the lesson here. Somebody realized I'm losing out because I'm willing to let someone in my family, someone close to me, tell me not to pursue something that made me happy. Carry through with your plans and you will be happy. You are inclined to make people happy. That's what I like about you. And you will suffer a great loss, but will overcome your grief. So stay positive. For some of you, there is a really beautiful resolution to this situation that does include reconciliation. And for others of you, there is a more fitting counterpart out there that you will be getting acquainted with. Either, you know, you've known each other slightly or it's a brand new person. It depends on what you're putting out into the world, right? You can manifest this. So focus on the things you want, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to skip off and go hang out with Mr. Hambone. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.